Chef, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
We were caught by surprise that Scott's 27 has just been opened and is known as a private dining area for the most exclusive clients ever offered. Tell us more about it.
Yeah. So Scott 27 was a bit of a project, and we were looking after. I mean, we're already cooking it basically. So that way, after closing Los Angeles, we took us some time before establishing here. But now that where we are in Scott 27, so it's a heritage black and white house in Singapore, located right on Scott Road, so right at the end of Orchard Road, so very center. It's a full house with a garden and everything, and it's planning to be so very private and privileged restaurant, F&B, but also everything for business meeting, conference room, anything like that.
And so, now that you've opened Scott 27, what can our customers can look forward to? Is there anything that customers can be wow and surprised? Do you think that there's going to be more activities like having guest chefs coming to this wonderful restaurant?
Yeah. So we'll have a whole line of program. I mean, first, Scott 27 was open with a group of investors who have decided to have us to manage and to operate here. So I myself more on the management and the operation. I'm not every day in the cuisine and everything, but we're still behind. Some of my ex-sous chefs are now in charge of the cuisine here. We supervise as much as we've also Edith, also supervising all the restaurant here. Basically, we very much for people will feel really exclusive when they come here, is what we want to. We felt today there is so many restaurants in Singapore, so many different types of things like that, but maybe not all have privacy. And also here, the restaurant is set up in a sense of we have only private room. Our private room can accommodate from 2, 5, some are very good for 5 persons, and some can accommodate even 12 people or anything like that. So it's only private room, so when you enter here, straight away you are ushered to your room, and then there you have your full entertainment ready. So you can as much as sit in a lounge, you have your own private lounge, then you can have after your dinner or your lunch, or even just your afternoon, just for a bottle of wine or anything. It will be very, very appropriate. And you stay in a very privacy, is what we want to also, to bring privacy from a lot of business people may not want sometimes to be exposed in the middle of a restaurant, to be exposed by booking private room in hotel and this and that, which create too much view or something like that for some high business people. They want to maintain privacy, so that's very much a place for that. Our place will have we'll have a business center also. We will have conference room, where we will have an office. The business center we will set also as an office. So it will be also very appropriate for launch of new product, because you could do a perfect press conference with very exclusive 24 people on a press conference. Have your product here exposed in another room. Or if it's something big, if it's a car, if it's something short, then you have the whole garden to expose anything you have. And all that, of course, with the supervision of ourselves, with a good culinary and full F&B team behind that.
How often does your menu change, or does the menu actually able to customize to the customer's needs?
Yes, indeed. The menu will be based, we'll always have a set menu here. So it's basically one set menu, which can be modular between a 5-course or 3-course, or if the guest want only 1 course, it's also manageable. We will have a small, kind of a la carte of snack item just for casual eat when the people want to. And of course, all our clientele will be able to request for what do they want to eat during their dinner. So even if they have a guest which is from a nationality different or want something specific, then we will accommodate as much as we have the time and we have the preparation with that. I have, from my relation, a couple of other chefs, so even if they want Japanese, we will get a Japanese chef on that day just to prepare a few things for the guests. It will be very, very appropriate for that.
Amazing. So what are the plans that Scott's 27 has in mind for 2014?
2013 we really look forward. I mean, it's going to take us another 3 months to finish all the place, to really market it properly, to establish it. And then will be a pickup. What we want for 2014 is really a smooth start. We are not trying to be a new place and being packed the next day or anything. Well, I recall that we really want privacy and exclusivity for our guests. As much actually today we're starting to send to some of the guests only a reservation card, which is a VIP reservation card, which there is a number, and that number refers to them, and we know who they are throughout their number in order for their reservation and everything. So we're also very much in a way selecting our clientele. So we are not looking at doing big in one time, but really on a growing step. And always our key point is to keep it as much as able for us to handle with always a perfect privacy, exclusivity, giving a full concierge service to the guest, being very, very approached to the client. So that's very much what we're looking for 2014, and we already contact even some car company who want to expose their car here and do a bit the launch of the new car. We're looking at very different aspects of it. So I think it will become the exclusive place very much.
Exclusive is the word for 2014 for Chef Julien and for those discerning diners around the world. So folks, if you want to get more information, you need to make a reservation and call them. Is there a website or an email?
The website is not yet out.
Okay.
Mainly is on our email, which is reservation at scott27.com.
That's right. So you see, do send an email to reservation at scott27.com. And so, Chef Julien, tell us what's next for you for 2014. What are your 3 wishes?
I'm still have a lot on the shop after closing Saint Julien. So last year now we're coming new one. So we have this project. Will take me a lot of my time, a lot of my energy. I want to place here because we want to sell it properly. The next project is what we're working also since a year. We have a factory also, food factory. We're preparing all the food on a sous vide, on a very technology food, ready to go, and we're selling actually more to hotel, restaurant, and cafe. So that's really our main target to develop that factory and for that factory running properly, and really to bring to Singapore really this efficiency behind for a lot of restaurants who are missing out of staff today, of green staff or something like that. Then we want to be really the solution behind it, and then to bring them the food ready to serve, but still on a very high end, and giving still the chef the possibility to keep creating and doing things. So this one is a big project. It's a very avant-garde for in Singapore. It's something we work a lot already in Europe, Japan use a lot of these things. London use a lot of those services. Today I think we are the first one to start it in Singapore, to supply hotel and restaurant with a full finished product in terms of food. So it will take a time to establish, to bring it into it, but I really look forward. That really our 2 big projects here, something like that. And then the rest I hope to take enough time to, honestly, to travel a bit. When we run Saint Julien for 10 years, we took very little time to see a bit what's going on everywhere. Today for me it's a bit of a resourcing, and I want to be able to travel a bit this year in order to resource a bit myself again and to really go to the next another 10, 15, 20 years into the business. I think it's important to resource at that moment.
Is there one country that you've never been to but you want to go to?
I haven't seen what they really do in Dubai and all those places somehow, so I really want to see that. And there is some place I haven't been for a very long time. London, it's been almost 14 years I haven't been to London. I think it's important to go, and some of those capitals are important to revisit time to time. So I really want to go back there, spend a bit of time in Japan. I'm planning also, so all these things to really feel the difference.
Well, Chef Julien, thank you for joining us here at National Culinary Choice, and folks, please do place a reservation at scotts27.com and .sg?
Yeah, .sg.
.sg as well, you must add that.
No, .com, yes.
.com, sorry, .com. As we say again, reservation at scotts27.com. And please do come back again to our next episode on YouTube as well as on our website, The National Culinary Choice. I'm Robin Stienberg. Thank you for joining me, and Happy New Year!